May the Lord give you peace, dear brothers and sisters in Jesus Christ. Welcome to the Daily Bible Wisdom. As we draw to the end of the first part of Advent, we still keep our eyes on the final coming of our Lord Jesus, who will fulfill all the promises made by God. Our readings remind us that God has spoken, and His words are promises of justice and salvation. Yes, God has and will continue to keep the divine promises. Today's readings invite us to remember the Redeemer. Remembering Him involves the process of recognizing, realizing, and radiating our Lord Jesus. In the Gospel, we find how the disciples of John who approach Him to clarify the confusion are helped to recognize the Redeemer. In response, Jesus glorifies God through His acts of compassion, such as healing the blind, the lame, the leper, and the deaf. His acts also include the raising of the dead and preaching the good news to the poor. Yes, His actions speak louder than His words. As Jesus radiated the Father's love and justice to the poor through His acts of compassion, we are also invited to radiate God's acts of love and justice to the needy through our actions. Some of the ways in which we can put into practice our acts of love and justice during the season of Advent are some of the things our Holy Father Pope Francis mentions, like welcoming the homeless who are seeking homes. We can proclaim our belief in God who desires peace and justice by our willingness to provide food and shelter for the refugees. And in this age of pandemic, of fires and hurricanes and winter storms, we must also reach out to those who have been negatively affected by these tragedies. The only way we can acquire the energy and determination needed to do this is by being aware of how God has fulfilled and will continue to fulfill the divine promises, and also by our participation in the preparation for the final establishment of God's reign. God is the God of our salvation.
Rejoice, rejoice.